Hello everybody, it's only Civo. I'm back again for another video. I want to say first that I thank God for being here on today. Thank God for another day above ground. I thank God for life, health, and strength. I thank God that He gave me breath in my body, put clothes on my body and shoes on my feet, and food on my table. I thank God for everybody watching this video and everybody on the sound of my voice. The title of this video is going to be Happy with Your Life. It came to a point where I realized there's a lot of things that I can't do on my own anymore. Like, I need God to help me through this. See, there's going to come a point that you reach in your life where you think, oh, I got it all figured out. Your friends will turn your back, your family will turn their back on you, and then it will literally just be you and God will say, okay, let's see if they're going to submit to me now or continue to suffer. What I mean with be happy with your life, like be happy with where you are in your life, be happy with your life. Don't look at situations, don't look at the negative out of a situation. Take that situation where you feel bothered, where you feel affected, and use that and turn it into like a grind. Use it as something, use that as a fuel to help your situation. I'll take you into a story of something that happened in my life. So I reached a point in my life where I noticed a lot of the people that I was hanging around weren't really reaching out to me. They weren't doing the things that I would want to do, and I would kind of separate and break off from what they're doing because I don't do what they do and they don't do what I do. Now, I thank God for my friends that they were able to respect my boundaries and say, okay, Sean doesn't do this, so we won't invite him to this. That's the respect part about it. It comes to a point where you're going through so much that you really don't even know what to say, and you really don't even want to talk to anybody because of how you feel. Because you feel like if you are around people, it won't help. What a human can do for you won't be the same thing God could do for you. And you're going to end up realizing that, because that's what I realized. So the further I get into my life and, going through school, going through classes, all these academic and athletic accomplishments, friends will start moving different when you elevate in life. That's a part of the process. My mom used to always tell me, she'd ask me, she'd say, what happened to these people? She'd say their name and everything. And I'd say, well, nothing's wrong. It's just, we took a different path. What I'm trying to get at is be happy with your life. Small little situations like that will make you feel sad because you would think nobody cared for you. What I'm trying to encourage you all to do, trust God through every situation that you have, and don't think it's the end of it, because it's not the end. You have to realize that God is a perfect God. I took a lot of situations that were in my life and I realized I could have turned a different way than I am now, but I give God the glory that it didn't happen the way that I could have been. Don't look at the downside of things. Yeah, you lose friends in your life, yeah, and then you start losing people that you're close to. Don't think about you losing anybody. If anything, I would see that as an elevation. If anybody that you think was a contribution to your life that you lost, as far as family or friend or whatever you want to consider that person, it happened for a reason. Something will always happen for a reason. Don't think that, oh yeah, you lost your job, you lost your house, you lost something, and it didn't happen for a reason. There's things that God will put in place to move you away, out of the way of something else. He'll put something in place to move you out of the way of something else that could have been way worse. You have to keep your faith. You have to stay humble. And you have to just trust that God will help you. Loneliness and, sadness and depression and things like that, the devil will trick your mind. He really will, if you let him. Certain friends you might outgrow. There's friends that you might outgrow, but you got to still be happy with what you're doing in your life. There's more important things than thinking about what your friends think and how things used to be. People always say, I remember the time when this happened. I remember when I was this way, or I remember my friends when we used to do this. Okay, remember it. What does that have to do with the present time right now? The most important thing in your life is really your salvation. How will you elevate your walk in Christ with the things that's happening in your life? I've never realized until now, I realized that right now in my life, the friends that either I moved away from or that moved away from me, but not on some we're going through a problem or anything, just more so okay, we're growing different and we have our own things going on, our own responsibilities, our own life. We have things that's happening. A lot of it has to do with growth as an individual. You're not going to be young forever. No. I'm 23 years. I just got blessed. He allowed me to see 23 years old. I'm 23 years old right now. And I have, amongst the people that I speak to right now, I don't need 20 people to be my friend. And it's not that we're not supposed to have friends, because Jesus said, in order to gain a friend, you must show yourself friendly. But I'm open to having friends. I need people that are going to be around me that's going to elevate my walk in Christ. Elevate how to become a better Christian, how to be a better overall individual. Be happy with where you are. You can't let negative emotions or things like that get in the way of your relationship with Christ. Be happy with where you are. It's worth being happy, because no matter situations, people say, oh, I just lost this person, or I lost this, I lost that, or I don't have this anymore, or this person did this, or they're out of a relationship, whatever the case is. It doesn't have to do with your salvation. Your relationship with God is the most important thing that you have. I would never want to do something that goes against my eternal path. When you don't listen to God and you do whatever you want and you follow your flesh, listen to the world and the devil, you're playing with your eternity. You're not supposed to play with your eternity. But the moral of this video is that when you lose friends and when when you don't have people that you feel like you can talk to anymore, it's a part of growth. It's a part of being a human. It's a part of being a Christian. Matter of fact, when you're a Christian, you're going to lose a lot of friends because majority of the people that were your friends are still of the world and they're still doing things of the world. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. That's not what I'm saying. It means that they took a different path and you moved on to a different path. Some people aren't trained up in a church. Some people aren't trained up with a Christian family that is true to the word. Not every person that goes to a club is a bad person. Not every person that goes to a church is a good person. Everybody has their own thing that they deal with every day. Problems, situations, but that doesn't defile them because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's common for a human to make mistakes. If you think that anybody in this world doesn't make mistakes, even people that you like, even pastors could make mistakes. Not even could, they do. Everybody makes mistakes. The only person that came into this world didn't make no mistakes that was perfect was Jesus Christ. God makes no mistakes. With that being said, be happy with your situation. Be happy in your life. Just be happy. It's worth it. I thank God for everybody under the sound of my voice, and I thank God for life, health, and strength, and I give God all the praise, glory, and honor. I pray that He keeps us safe in these last and evil days. Pray my strength in the Lord. I thank everybody for watching this video. It's only civil. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.